Alright. I'm going to try this view for a while. I got my TV, my PlayStation 3, pots and pans, light bulbs, Christmas stuff, and we're going to be heading over to the new house. It's going to be a long, boring drive. I'm testing this view because I wanted my old phone. It would only record 10 minutes at a time with this view, and I want to see if this, and then I'd have to hit the record button again, which was real stupid. I don't mind if it's, cutting 5, 10, 15, 20 minute intervals. I just don't want to have to constantly babysit the camera. My sunglasses anymore. They broke, which actually reminds me I need to go to the store and get some new ones. Quite bright out today, even though it's cloudy. This side, it's not the landscape like the last video was, or the panoramic view, but I mean it still serves its purpose. Be a long, boring drive without music. Don't want to get that copywritten. Tesla's competitor, I forget what the company's name is, making a plant out in Casa Grande, I guess, or Casa Grande as the people, residents there call it. Which means more workers or more jobs and whatnot. I believe there was another company that was moving out there as well. The thing is, though, is T-Mobile is a little slow on the uptake and not anticipating the need of cell phone reception out there. And while I get cell phone reception out there barely, at that specific address, I do not have any signal whatsoever. This person's on their phone, that's why they can't use the turn signal. The whole thing, though, is that T-Mobile needs to anticipate the company being out there and put up more cell towers or stronger ones. And I called in and I said, hey, what's the deal? Hey, lady, put your phone down. Anyways, stupid drivers. Because I get no service there, I'm actually considering on moving over to Verizon or Sprint, whoever has the strongest signal over there. The downside to that is everything's going to cost more. T-Mobile is the cheapest of the carriers, and, you know, for all the obvious reasons. Verizon, the only reason why most of the people that turn from Verizon to another carrier is because of their customer support. So I'm thinking I might go to Verizon and get a phone over there, or a plan. Now, with that, I'd have to get a new phone because the phone that I have right now works off of a SIM card, and I believe Verizon is not SIM card compatible. So it's not as simple as just unlocking the phone. Let's see, what else? Met a couple neighbors, the elderly couple with the dog. We did not catch the elderly couple's names, but I know where they live now. They do walk. They walk the dog, but we did actually catch the name of the dog, which is Mocha. It's like a poodle. I don't know. It's like a large poodle. I don't No, I don't. I've never had a poodle or anything, so it had curly hair. That's all I remember. On the other end of the street, there's a group of guys that all have Mustangs, and they invited me to join their club, Desert Sky Mustangs, and I am planning on joining them. The only problem is, though, is I do not have the yearly fee, which is $25. I don't have that right now. In a couple days I might. However, yeah, so I don't know if I will be able to keep up with their car meetings and all that stuff. They said that twice a month they go out for a drive, and with my job paying what it pays, most likely I might be able to go out once, but definitely not twice. But they have other benefits. Yeah, I got the application and everything, so I'm gonna sign that up and all that, and get it ready for when I get the $25. And yeah, $25 a month, or I mean a year, is not, much. And God, there's a lot of cops on the road today. It's the fourth? Two on that side, one on this side at least. And I think I saw somebody actually pulled over, I'm not sure. So I'm going to hopefully enjoy that. I don't make friends very easily. The only way that I know how to keep a friend is not a good way, and I know that already. This thing is not buzzing again, is it? Oh, and there goes that. Don't know what happened there. Just slipped right off. Yeah, I hear it buzzing again. Don't know where it's coming from. I know it's not the mount. Oh. It was my change cup. Yeah, that got rid of the buzzing. Seeing these 4x4s passing me, and all that traffic up there. I'm doing 79, and those cops didn't do anything to those guys that were excessively speeding. The cops out here really don't give a shit. It's almost like a do-nothing job. That truck that lifted and you're still on springs, leaf springs. That's interesting. Another person moving. looks like they had just a couple seats. Probably getting their seats reupholstered or replaced or something. The car is riding a little awkward though. Very unprofessional. The back of my car is all messy. I know that. Gotta clean that out. It's mostly all my work stuff, my work clothes and mail, junk mail. Should just toss it out, which I will eventually. I just don't get around to it very often. So apparently the North Dakota access line pipeline has gained a huge victory. The company that's building the pipeline is not allowed to via permits, but apparently they're gonna and this is just from the Facebook posts that I've gotten. Apparently they're gonna build the pipeline whether or not they have the permits. Now, the way I see it, what the people need to do is whatever part is built on their land, they own that. They can tap into the oil there and take it, basically. It's legal rights, I would think. You're gonna build on my property. That stuff that you just built is mine now. The way I see it, though, is yes, they won by negotiations. But this is why negotiations don't ever work. And people say it's eventually going to end up with a fight anyways, a physical fight. What they did is they won. Now these guys are going to start trespassing. And now the Native Americans have legal right to shoot and fire and destroy. And all that stuff. Now, whether they do all that stuff, I don't know. I know I would, but the way I see it, from what I've read, it's Sunoco fuel, the fuel that they use in NASCAR. The way, like I said, the way I see it, if you want to stop the pipeline 100%, what you need to do is stop going to Sunoco subsidiaries, Sunoco itself. You need to stop going to those particular gas stations. So go to whoever is in charge there. Make up your mind, jackass. Now, personally, I don't know who all the subsidiaries are. Currently, where I go is to the Circle K, and the problem with that is Circle K has a couple of different gas vendors, I think. So I need to do some research myself and find out which gas stations are Sunoco brands and not go to those ones. Now, the problem is most Sunoco gas stations are the ones that carry the race fuel, or like the 100 plus octane, and all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of hard to do that and not race, I guess. Now, the one thing I do wish this place had was Arizona would be 93 octane. I cannot find any place that has 93 octane. I can find 91 everywhere, but I cannot find 93. Being that said, I believe if I'm informed correctly, the computer in this car can tell if the car is running, 93 or 87. So, and in doing so, it will adjust the horsepower, or you get a certain amount of horsepower, and therefore that's why I go with the 91. Well, if I got 93, theoretically I get a couple more horsepower, maybe. Guy riding around in his ATV. I do hope that the Circle K's that I go to do not require, or are not Sunoco brand Circle K's. Fast. They got a guy over here selling fruit and mattresses. That's a combo. Tell you what I'd love to have is a P-51 Mustang and a Bell 222 helicopter.
8.8 miles. Keep right on North Pinal Avenue.
I'd have the Bell helicopter tricked out to look like Airwolf. And if any of you are not knowing who or what Airwolf is, look it up. It was actually a good show, but the main actor, had some,
Keep right on North Pinal
I guess,
Avenue.
legal issues, I would say.
Continue 2 miles, then turn right on West Courtson Road.
What's out here? There's Walmart or Walgreens, AutoZone. That's gonna get me into trouble. AutoZone on the way to work. Let's see. Vehicle dealers, it looks like. If I was a little mom and pop shop like that, dealer place, I would probably, at the very least, make sure that the car is mechanically sound. But I'd probably fix up the car enough to say, hey, this thing's practically like new, even though it's a like 80s car. Turn on the circulation, because whoever that is in front of me is obviously a smoker. Let's get around him.
8.8 miles. Turn right on West Courtson Road, then turn left.
Let's see, what's this? Plaza de Santa Cruz. Tell you what, not gonna get me into trouble. No fast food restaurants on the way to work that I can tell right offhand.
Turn right on West Courtson Road, then turn left.
And I think I'm gonna stop in at I'll just go to the.
Turn left on North Crane Street, then turn right.
I'll go to the house first. They really need to light up that sign, because that's like a
turn right on
road
West Arm
marker.
Drive.
And right where that Mustang is, that black one, is the family that has all the Mustangs. And that would be my sister's car. Might have to have my dad come and extend the driveway out. like he did at the Fremont house. Yes, I ripped the e-brake without pressing the button. No. Hey!